The cost of real estate here in Israel just keeps on climbing, and the limited market is making it more and more difficult for families to even find affordable homes to rent or buy. Well, now a new building project in Ra'anana is attempting to change that. And joining us is a project manager of the Rubinstein on the Park Housing Complex. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So, Yonit, what are some of the issues that Israeli families face in this country when it comes to renting apartments?
As you know, the market, in the Israeli market, the price and the cost of buying an apartment, a new apartment, for a young couple is very, very expensive. People wish to stay in Ra'anana and to keep their families close by, their parents maybe, if they were raised there, and they'd like to stay in the city where they raised.
But the rising costs is making it so that, yes, people are having to leave these areas, and it doesn't help. There's also a lack of apartments available as a result, and landlords that can essentially change the cost of the rent, right? So tell us about the Rubinstein on the Park Housing Complex, which is the first ever of its kind. What is it? How did you come up with the idea, and how does it combat these issues?
Okay, we have 14 buildings, which are all the neighborhood is for rent. 238 apartments, starting from 4-room apartments, 4.5 duplexes. Everything is for rent, for a long-term rental. That means that you can rent 5.5 years until 20 years, and you have your security, your safety. Nobody will take you out from the apartment, so people really like it.
And it's rent controlled? Can landlords bring up the rent or no?
It's together with the index. Except for that, nothing raises.
Wow, so that is essential, because that is exactly the issue that so many people are dealing with. So, this is one way that you're combating the issues of high rent and high, high cost real estate. What are other ways that we can combat the high cost of real estate here in Israel?
I think what people do, either they rent like for a long term, like our project, or they buy like a small apartment in a place they wouldn't like to live even, and they rent it, and they rent somewhere else wherever they wish to live. And that's the only solution I can find, really.
Well,
for now.
I guess we're going to have to wait and see if there are more projects like this that end up coming out, because clearly they're going to be helping. Well, thank you so much for joining us to tell us about this, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right.